So good day, Miss Buri. My name is Jojie Cansico from BSBA1. So for today, I'm going to submit my assignment number 3, which is banking. So the first question is, what is the history of banking? So banking started a long time ago when people needed a safe place to keep their valuables. Back then, temples or wealthy individuals served as banks. Over time, banks become more organized, offering services like lending money, exchanging currencies, and helping with trade. Nowadays, banks do a lot more, like providing loans, managing savings accounts, and helping with investment, all to help people and businesses manage their money better. Number 2 question is, what is the BSP function, also known as Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas? So here are the main functions of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas in simple terms. So the number 1 is managing money. So the BSP controls how much money is available in the Philippines and sets interest rates to keep prices stable and support the economy. Number 2 is making money. It's the only organizations allowed to create and issue Philippine currency like coins and bills. So the number 3 function is watching banks. So the BSP keeps an eye on banks and other financial companies to make sure they're following the rules and not taking too many risks. Number 4 is making payments safe. So it oversees how money moves between people and businesses to make sure it's done safely and efficiently. The 5th function is keeping money safe. It works to prevent big problems in the financial system that could affect everyone's money. Number 6 is protecting people. So the BSP looks out for consumers, making sure they're treated fairly and know what they're getting with financial products and services. The third question is, what are the bank classification? So banks can be classified into several categories based on various criteria. So here are some common classifications. So number 1, by ownership. Under by ownership, there are different banks. The first one is public banks. It was owned by the government. The next one is private banks, owned by private individuals or corporation. And the third one is the cooperative banks, owned and operated by customers who are also their members. The second classification is by size. So under by size, there are large banks, typically national or international banks with significant assets, operations, and branches. The second one is the small and medium-sized banks. So regional or community-focused banks with smaller operations and assets. The third classification is by function. So under by function, there are retail banks. So retail banks serve individuals and small businesses offering services like saving accounts, loans, and mortgages. So under again, by the third one is the commercial banks, which is serve larger businesses and corporations providing services such as business loans, trade, finances, and cash management. The next one is the investment bank. So it is primarily involved in facilitating large financial transactions, underwriting securities, and advising the mergers and acquisitions. The next one is central banks. So it is control a country's monetary policy, issue currency, and regulate the bank system. And then the fourth classification is by geography. So national banks operate within a single country. Then under by that, international banks have operations in multiple countries and serve a global clientele. And the fifth classification is by specialization. So the under specialization is the Islamic banks, which is about operate in accordance with Islamic principles, avoiding interest-based transactions and adhering to Sharia law. Then the next one is the development banks, which is about focus in providing long-term financing for projects that promote economic development. And the next one is saving banks, which means primarily accept savings, deposits, and provide mortgages and personal loans. So this classification can vary based on countries' banking regulations and market structure. So the fourth question is, what are the different types of bank accounts? So the number one is the savings account. So it means keeps your money safe and may earn a little interest. The second one is checking account. So used for everyday and spending and paying bills. And the third one is money market account. So like a savings account but may earn more interest and have some restriction. And the fourth one is certificate of deposit, which means you put money away for a set time to earn more interest, but you can't touch it until the time is up. And the fifth one is individual retirement account. Saves money for retirement with tax benefits. And number six is business account for managing finances related to a business. And the seventh one is joint account, so shared by two or more people, often for couples or families. And the eighth one is student account, so tailored for students, often with low fees and special perks. And the last one is trust account, so holds money for someone else, managed by a trustee. So the fifth question is, what are the services offered by banks? So banks offer various services to meet the financial needs of individuals and businesses. Some common services include, and number one is deposits. So banks allow customers to deposit money into various types of accounts, such as savings accounts, checkings accounts, and certificates of deposit. And the second one is loans. So banks provide loans to individuals and businesses for various purposes, including mortgages, personal loans, auto loans, and business loans. And the third one is credit cards. So banks issue credit cards that allow customers to make purchases and borrow money up to a certain credit limit. And the fourth one is online banking. So banks offer online banking platforms that allow customers to manage their accounts, transfer funds, pay bills, and access financial information from anywhere with internet access. And the fifth one is the ATM service. So banks provide ATM, which also means automated teller machine services that allow customers to withdraw cash, deposit checks, and perform other banking transactions outside of normal banking hours. And number six is investment services. So some banks offer investment services, including brokerage accounts, retirement accounts, and investment advisory services to help customers grow their wealth and achieve their financial goals. And number seven is financial planning. So banks may offer financial planning services to help individuals and businesses manage their finances, plan for major life events, and achieve long-term financial security. And the number eight is insurance products. So many banks offer insurance products such as life insurance, homeowners insurance, and auto insurance to help customers protect their assets and manage risks. So there are just a few examples of the services offered by banks. So the specific services available may vary depending on the bank and its location. The sixth questions is, what are bank's organizational structures? So a typical bank's organizational structure consists of several key departments and levels of management. And the first one is board of directors. So the board of directors is responsible for setting the overall strategic direction and policies of the bank. They oversee major decisions and appoint senior executives. And the second one is Chief Executive Officer, also known as CEO. So the CEO is the highest ranking executive in the bank and is responsible for implementing the board's directives, managing day-to-day operations, and representing the bank to external stakeholders. And the third one is the executive management team. So the executive management team consists of top-level executives who oversee various aspects of the bank's operations such as finance, operations, risk management, and marketing. And the fourth one is retail banking division. So this division focuses on serving individual customers and may include departments such as branch banking, consumer lending, and customer service. And the fifth one is commercial banking division. So this division serves businesses and corporate clients providing services such as business loans, treasury management, and commercial real estate financing. The sixth one is the investment banking division. So this division handles activities such as underwriting securities, advising on mergers and acquisitions, and providing capital market services to corporate clients. And number seven is wealth management division. So this division offers investment advisory services, private banking, trust services, and estate planning to high net worth individuals and families. And number eight is operations and technology. So this department is responsible for the bank's back office operation, including processing transactions, managing IT systems, and ensuring compliance with regulations. And the number nine is risk management. So this department identifies, assesses, and manages various types of risk faced by the bank, including credit risk, market risk, operational risk, and regulatory compliance risk. And number 10 is legal and compliance. So this department ensures that the bank's operations comply with applicable laws and regulations, handles legal matters, and advises management on legal and regulatory issues. And the number 11 is human resources. So this department manages recruitment, training, compensation, and employee relation for the bank's workforce. And last, number 12, market and communication. So this department develops marketing strategies, manages advertising and promotional campaigns, and handles public relations for the bank. So overall, the organizational structure of bank is designed to facilitate efficient operation, manage risk, and meet the needs of the customers and stakeholders.